What's going on? I'm zmoT, as per normal. Now, we are sitting in a different task force yet again. We are in Phoenix 9. This is a group that recently joined us, and they're absolutely crushing it. Now, typically, I show off task forces that have a couple spots available, but this one is currently full. They just did massive attack in 29 hits. Great group. To be honest, I had not known a lot about this group except for the fact they've been hopping around and they have loot and Private Muller, also known as the Hot Chick. Hot Chick number 2, I suppose. Inside joke going on there. But I was going to say you should come join, but they have filled up in the last couple days. So keep an eye on that task force. Now we've got a new War Factory. Three of the last 4 weeks have been exactly the same, so it's kind of nice to have something that looks like it's fairly new. I don't recall having, 6 lasers down in that corner down there before. Shield gens right in here. We're probably going to need to get rid of the shield gens here because there's just too much going on here. Rocket launchers will range core. We'll probably get rid of those. Shock launchers will also be an issue, and then we can hopefully come in. But these grapplers right here are going to pull the troops toward these lasers, which is going to be a problem for getting the shield gens. So, very, very interesting layout here. I think the first step is we're just going to drop Miss Everspark, Miss Sparky Spark. This does not look like a good War Factory for those XP 35 type players. But we'll see. Let's see if we can find if there's any free GBE anywhere. That grappler covers there. That grappler covers there. So there is not a lot. There might be able to get maybe that factory supply crate from the far right shore, but it's pretty dicey, so not really worth it for 3 GBE unless we absolutely need it. So I'm going to try not to have to do that. We'll see how it goes. Let's just get going. I'm going to try to hack these 2 rocket launchers. And maybe this shock launcher too. I don't know if that's actually going to be an option, but it would make things much, much easier if we got rid of 3 instead of just 2. Because realistically, hacking 4 devices, 4 weapons in one attack is a pretty tough thing to pull off unless you have tons and tons of GBE. So I'm going to try my best to hack 3 of the things now, and we're going to be sitting right on top of that machine gun, so I'm going to just re-smoke as fast as I can. No need to worry about the double hack. I will push the button, but oh, we did get the double hack. Look at that. So double hack has been accomplished. I'm going to push the button and flare down into here, and then maybe we can double hack the shock launchers. Look at that. We managed to pull it off. 4 hacks in one. Problem with shock launchers, obviously, is that they shock things. But thankfully we've got 2 of those Doom Cannons that are available. So, pretty good. Don't worry about getting 4 though. Just focus on getting 3 and that should be a good enough start for you. Next up, I'm going to use all of my available GBE. Not that there's a lot of it. And focus on this laser because that laser is going to need to go at some point. And overall, I'm really quite content, quite happy with those attacks, or those hacks, I should say. Next up, let's get, I'm going to get maybe 2 shock launchers and a mortar. That seems like a good start, just because it'll be one less thing we need to worry about. And mortars have a bit more range than flamethrowers, so we're going to focus on that, and maybe, just maybe, we can get all of the things. Now again, I am going to throw the smoke and then push. So what I do for the double hack is I press the smoke and then push the button. That way you're guaranteed that Everspark gets covered up, which is important. And if the second hack doesn't go out, it's okay. And it actually did. So double hack, re-smoke, yet again. If you have any questions about how I'm doing that, please do let me know, because it's not super difficult. It's just a matter of a little bit of timing. There's like one more hack. I figured we might as well try to hack this machine gun in here. It being gone will free things up for those shield gens just a touch. So pretty good hacks so far. The laser is going to melt my face as soon as that smoke clears, but hopefully we've got enough. Oh, it didn't actually. kind of funny how that works. I think it depends on how long ago the laser shot before you smoked. If you know how to deal with that, please let me know, because it feels like sometimes the laser melts your face and sometimes it doesn't. And now we're just using all of our GBE on this laser, because if that laser's gone, those shield gens are not super difficult to get rid of. But obviously, with low-level artillery and barrage, it just did not go down. Now, you'll notice my game sounds are off. I forgot to turn them back on, so if you missed the game sound in this, please do let me know. But if you didn't notice, then that's okay too. Maybe I'll put some background music in or something. Who knows? The laser has 50,000 health. I can't do 50,000 health in one attack, but we do have a little bit of extra GBE from the tribes. Hopefully you guys have boosted those. Overall, that grappler is going to be a problem. Going to be a big problem. So what I'm going to do here is, I feel like I should use some riflemen, but you really need to be careful of your attack angle, because what's going to happen is there's going to be critters. We're going to get rid of Everspark. I don't want critters because of the lasers. And we will see what we can do, because those grapplers are going to pull the zookas. So we want to attack from below, I think, maybe, because that way the lasers shoot over into this area. Laser here. Lasers, people, including me, hate dropping troops around lasers. Just make sure you use the water line. You see where the shore there, where the water meets the shore? Use that for where you drop your smokes. 1 and 2, and that should be enough to get all of our troops into that spot without losing the delay. Laser is still pointing away from us, which is fantastic. I'm going to move right into here. Uh-oh, laser turned. You see how the laser turned towards us? Rifles were the downfall of us so far. Now the laser is the most damaged, which is fantastic, and so we should be able to get rid of the laser fairly quickly here, which then should speed up our clearing of all of this stuff. I probably should have cleared those mines before I dropped my troops. You might want to consider doing that, because, see what I talked about the lasers, how we're going to be a problem? Lasers are now being a problem. Riflemen have more health than zookas, so I'm not sure if I should have used riflemen or not, but we got one shock to get rid of all those lasers, so at least there's that. Doom cannons are going to start picking off our troops, which is going to be a problem. I would shock them, but I'm more worried about shocking these lasers, so let's flare the shield gens. You have to flare shield gens. Zookas will attack anything except for whatever those things are called. Let's get away and get... I want to get at least... I like to get one more barrage, but we're not going to do that. So now I just need to figure out where we're going to hit core from, because we have not thought that process through at all. Let's drop it on those flamethrowers. Maybe that would help. No, it didn't. So far we got rid of the shields, we got rid of the rocket launchers, we got rid of the shock launchers, but we still don't really have a place to hit core from. I just want to check one thing quickly. Let's see here. So Grappler is doing 60 damage per second. I just want to see specifically if it would have grabbed. Let's have a look here into here. Grappler does... Oh, that's not right. It must be a Grappler 2. So does 30 DPS. So it actually does 4 times that. So 4 times 60 is 240. Let's have a look in my armory. So using rifles was what wrecked us there. Assuming my quick math was correct, the grapplers would have just killed zookas instantly. So don't bring riflemen there. And if you have troop health, make sure that your zookas have less than 240 health. Ideally. I hope that makes sense. I hope that math was correct. If it's not, please do let me know. Let's just hit the core. I suppose that's all we can really do at this point. I mean, we could clear and hope to have it on our last attack, but I'd prefer not to have to do that. What I'm going to try to do is get right between the grapplers, and then we can hit core with one shock on the lasers, one shock on the flamethrowers, one shock on the machine guns, and you know what? I'm going to move slightly. I want to park right behind that machine gun so that we're out of range of this Doom Cannon, but I think that's overkill. We can shock 3, so we'll have one shock on the Doom Cannons, one shock on the flamethrowers, one shock on the machine guns, and one shock on the lasers. The biggest thing we need to worry about is do not let the grapplers grab Brick. If they grab Brick, we're going to have a bad, bad time. And we need to have 58 GBE when we get there, so it shouldn't be a huge deal. But we definitely have to be a little bit careful. Barrage Captain, please do me... There we go. That's a good barrage. How do the villagers not die to the barrage, by the way? Just a silly question. We're going to drop our zookas way, way out to the right. And the reason why we're dropping way out to the right is that I want to get them nice and grouped. Wait until the zookas get to the front of where your next boat will go before you drop more of them. And then what I'm going to do is try my best to walk all of them. As soon as they get to the flare, we're going to flare right into there. And I'm going to drop Brick late in the hopes that Brick stays alive. See, there we go. We lost our delay on the grapplers, but I'm not worried about delay and grapplers. That is the least of my concerns. We have 90 GBE. 90 GBE. That is lots and lots and lots of GBE. We're going to flare, shock, 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 and shock. So we got one more shock if we need it. I'm going to use an extra battle orders instead, just to get all that extra damage. This is not an easy war factory at all. We made it look somewhat easy, and if you get rid of the rifles in the third attack, it'll be slightly more easy. But a core hit is fairly difficult for a lot of players, and there's a laser at shore, so this is probably going to be somewhere in the neighborhood of, say, like an 8 out of 10 on the difficulty scale. So please do let me know how the grappler works for you without using riflemen. Let me know. Actually, let's just double check the health of our riflemen. I'm pretty sure they're going to have more than, yeah, so 295. So that's it. That's all. A difficult war factory for certain. Lots of grapplers, lots of lasers, and shield gens, and all of that. So I wonder if I can actually see the shield. Sorry, I always forget to check the shield out. I will throw it in the comments to let you know what size the shield is. Obviously, without... Actually, you know what? Let's just do this. Let's just switch to my other account. I'm going to... If you want to bail right now, please, by all means, do. I'm going to show you the health of the shield by switching accounts. I'll be back in just a second. Okay, we are back in action. Let's just quickly check the health of the shield. What are we talking with? We are dealing with a 2.1 million shield. That is huge, huge, huge. That is, if someone solos this, I will be very, very impressed. Very, very healthy shield generators, very, very healthy shield, and all of these kind of buildings have quite a bit of health. So if you don't have Everspark, this is going to be a tough one for you. That's it, though. I'm zmoT, coming to you somewhat live for me, probably not for you. Hope this one's in Triangle 9. The other one was in Phoenix 9. And I shall talk to you all very soon. Thanks for coming in. I'm zmoT. Peace!